Good morning, beloveds. Oh, you get to see Foster today. Yeah, this is a rare treat. This is the cat that nobody knows that I have. He loves me, like absolutely adores me, and for the most part, according to Tom, tolerates Tom. But he's not a people cat. Like, it is very rare that anybody gets to see him, and generally my brother will have to be in the house for about a week before Foster will peek out and go, "Oh, you haven't left yet?" This is the one that was dumped at the Renaissance Festival, which is it's too bad because he's such a beauty. He's got if you see him in the sunlight, he's actually chocolate brown, and he's got those bright green eyes. And he's such a love. Just such a love. He's trying to make himself comfortable over here. All right. So it is August 4th. I am pretty sure it's Tuesday. And it should be because I went for a run today. And our title today is God's Law is Written in My Heart. He's purring. He's a little distracting. Since the only life you can have is the life of spirit, the life of the spirit within you, you need but permit its radiance to flow through your thought into self-expression. You are surrounded by a dynamic force, a great surge of living power. You are immersed in and saturated with the vital essence of life. Its presence permeates everything, binding all together in one complete. Say, because my whole being is the life of God in me, I have nothing to fear. Everyone I meet is part of the same wholeness in which I love. Every person I meet is a center of the great unity of life. It is this center of life that I meet in all people, in all persons. It is this unity in and through all that I respond to. I do not wish anyone harm, nor does anyone desire to harm me. Through my consciousness of love, which is the very essence of goodness, I transform my apparent imperfection into the perfect idea of true being. I am knowing people as God knows them. I am seeing everything as God must see it. His law is written in my mind and felt in my heart. I see God everywhere. All right. Okay, I admit I struggled a bit with this one. This one is pulling no punches. This one is definitely saying, do this. And it's like getting marching orders. And I say that not because I was military, because I was in a band. I was in marching band in high school. I did grow up in the military, though, so marching orders mean something. All right, since the only life you can have is the life of the spirit within you, you need but permit its radiance to flow through your thoughts into self-expression. I mean, there's no equivocation in that sentence. The only life that we have, that any of us have, is the life of spirit. We are spirit having an human expression. So what you want to do is allow the radiance of that spirit to flow through you into that self-expression. You are expressing spirit. So the choice that you get is how you express that spirit. That spirit is flowing through you. So it is your choice how you express it. Well, why not allow the radiance of spirit to flow through you and express? You are surrounded by a dynamic force, a great surge of living power. And that's just That's just a powerful statement, reminding you how much power is available to you through you. It's a matter of, you know, turning up the faucet. I like to use the hose metaphor. So turning up the faucet, turning it up at source. You are immersed in and saturated with the vital essence of life. Its present permeates everything, binding all together in one complete whole. So right there, he's just saying, all right, this is the way it is. How much of this are you allowing through? Because that's where your power lies, is what you are going to allow to come through you. So then he gets into his treatment. He says, say, I love it. It's say, and then the colon. Because my whole being is the life of God in me, I have nothing to fear. Ernest actually comes back to this point a lot. Because there is a part of you where nothing has ever been wrong. There is a part of you that has never been harmed. All of us have taken damage. All of us have taken damage. We have taken damage from the noise of the world. But there is a part of us that never has. That's the part that has nothing to fear. That immortal soul within us, because the world is messy and our bodies are going to take damage. That is the way it is. So it's a matter of understanding that when we take that damage, there's a part of us that has never been damaged, and that part that has never been damaged can heal the damage that we have taken, and it can also help to heal that which has damaged us, if that makes any sense at all. And if it doesn't, we can have a longer conversation. Everyone I meet is a part of the same wholeness in which I live. And this is where we are recognizing that the world is a messy place. And occasionally we are going to meet people that are messy. And so to recognize in them that God, everyone I meet is part of the same wholeness in which I live. Every person I meet is a center of the great unity of life. And that is seeing everyone as that beloved child of God. It is this center of life that I meet all person. It is this center of life that I meet in all persons. And I think that's where I kind of I lost track. And so I'm going to say it one more time. It is this center of life that I meet in all persons. When you meet somebody who is messy, can you see God in them? Now, if they are that kind of messy and they are damaging, then please do not stay within physical proximity of them. You know, you are allowed and welcome to keep the mortal part of you as safe as absolutely possible. But are you willing to look in someone's eyes and see God looking back at you? And sometimes it's hard. And then once you have looked in their eyes and seen God, then feel free to take yourself somewhere safer. There is no point in keeping yourself within physical proximity of a messy person. But you can see God in that messy person from a safe distance. It is this unity in and through all that I respond to. That's what we're talking about. Seeing the God in every person. Well, in every being. I cannot wish anyone harm, nor does anyone desire to harm me. When you're having that day, that is a good statement to use. I cannot wish anyone harm, nor does anyone desire to harm me. I was taught this a long time ago. Infinite Spirit, surround me with your love, truth, wisdom, and understanding. May I never harm another. May I never harm myself. And it's a powerful statement. May I never harm another. May I never harm myself. So this is along the lines of this. I cannot wish anyone harm, nor does anyone wish harm to me. Just surround yourself with that power. And see where it gets you. See where it gets you. I mean, I'm not going to do that and then walk down a dark street, you know, in a less than savory part of town. But if I find myself in a situation where I am going to do that, then this is what I'm going to say. I am going to trust that should I find myself in this situation, I will be protected. Be reasonable, but through my consciousness of love, which is the very essence of goodness, I transform any apparent imperfection into the perfect idea of true being. Rose-colored glasses. He's literally talking about rose-colored glasses. I am knowing people as God knows them. I am seeing everything as God must see it. And remember, he has told us multiple times, God can't see the messiness. God can't see the sin. God can't see because it doesn't exist in God. We're messy. God is not. I'm messy. God is not. So every day I make a new choice to express God better. His law is written in my mind and felt in my heart. I see God everywhere. All right, so our mission, should we choose it to accept it today, is to see God everywhere. It is not a small mission, but it is what it is. And so I encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. And that is to see God everywhere. Even in the places we don't want to see it. And recognize life is messy, God is not. And every day we get to make a new choice on how we are expressing God through us. So, open the windows of your soul and get that breath of heaven. And if you have a chance, open your actual windows or your door, get some fresh air, do something that engages your mind and body, something that will make today a wonderful day. Oh, still working on that title. Still working on that title. God's law is written in my heart. God's law is written in my heart. God's law. What is God's law? Love. All right. Reverend David will be on around 5 with you today. I will be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and I will get the YouTube video up tonight, one way or another. I'm running a little bit behind on that. So know that you are the beloved child of God in whom Spirit is well pleased. And do what you need to do to make it a fantastic day. Bye, beloveds.